You know what we need more of around here?
Wall walls.
Planters. Like planters with flowers. Hey, come look at this.
No, we need more walls.
Over here.
That's what I want you to spend all of Mexico's money on. Oh yeah, I remember this.
Do you remember this? Do you
Yeah,
remember why? Do you
you
remember
were
why I
trying to
made it?
entrapping me. Trying to
Well,
entrap
not
me.
exactly. It's because
Or
you were
keep
doing
me out of
this.
your house, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Because you were digging in from up here. So I made it so you like dig down there and look good. Drop down. So you dig through the floor expecting to drop in, but instead there's blocks everywhere.
Hmm. It's gonna be a lot of work for you.
No, I got efficiency 5.
We have a friend over here.
Riri.
I think he likes our villagers way too much.
Who's that?
Mr. Drown.
Oh.
He is obsessed with them.
Ask him if he has an appointment.
Oh
You didn't kill
yeah,
him, did you?
my house. I forgot about that.
If you-
Remember? You know, burnt down.
oh.
This is what I've
Yeah,
got.
now you bring it up, I do. Remember that.
Those are traumatic memories. Not as bad as going to school, but I guess I can harvest the wheat fields. At least we have that. Hopefully my phone connection issues are going to be fixed because I ordered a new phone. I think it's my phone doing it.
Hmm.
And my phone has a cracked screen and
How'd you do that?
the screen has a metal back, so I dropped it on the wood floor one time and it gave it enough shock to crack the screen. Just the
Rough.
bottom of it, but it's a pretty big crack, so. And I wanted a slightly newer phone. My phone's like a 5-year-old model.
Hmm.
I
I just made
steal
a
some phone.
I just made a big upgrade with my phone.
What is it?
Oh, I didn't get a new one. That'd be insane.
I know. I wasn't asking if you got new ones. I know you wouldn't.
Oh, oh, the way you said what is it? It sounded like,
I
what
know you're
phone?
too cheap for a new phone.
I'm not too cheap.
Why was that villager just walking through the ground? Did he just go? You might want to put some lights back here. I don't want zombies spawning with that guy down there.
All right.
Hey, friendly neighborhood drowned. Ow, he doesn't like me. Oh, we've still got Baby Breeze.
that point you're like, well, Bayern's representing Germany and they got all these good players I like, but yeah, I still sort of hate him. But yeah, it was really cool. It's still Lewandowski, and I thought it looked really cool. It's funny because if you watch soccer, you can tell that it's him, even though it's just red and it's just sort of a body shape and a little bit of hair. But,
Yeah.
like, unmistakably him though.
They did that on purpose.
Yeah, but then I showed it to one of my coworkers who doesn't know anything about soccer, and he's like, "What? T-Mobile? What?" He didn't get it at all.
I would think that if I looked at it and didn't know soccer, I guess. The T-Mobile's team.
Yep. But like I don't even think he knew it was like a soccer player or like a jersey or a sponsor. Just like what about T-Mobile? Why is there a guy with a T-Mobile shirt?
Because
T-Mobile. I was just reading. I was just reading something really interesting about the history of. Well, I don't even remember how I started looking something up on Wikipedia. Oh, I think it was like the Big Five movie. Oh no! So I started watching a video on this guy said something annoyed him about. He talks about like typography and like different fonts and letter styles and stuff. And he was talking about how the Hollywood sign really annoyed him, and it was because of the way the W is formed. But he was pointing out that in GTA 5, the Vinewood sign, they fixed the W, and so it's better than it is in real life.
The fake one's better than real.
Yep. But I was looking up something about Hollywood, and then Wikipedia has like links to other pages, and so it said something about the Big Five, like movie production studios.
Yeah.
And then I was reading about them, and then I was reading about through one company to another, which I didn't have to go very far. Like Disney is giant companies have like hands in all sorts of things.
Yeah.
But ended up reading about phone companies.
Huh.
And it's really crazy how there was the guy who invented the telephone, Alexander Graham Bell, started a company, and they got bigger and bigger, and they did all the local and long distance calling all across the United States. And then it was like owned by someone else, but it was like a total monopoly on the phone business.
Yeah.
But it was a long time ago, and I guess no one really cared yet. But then oh shoot, how did it go? Well, anyway, one company. No. Oh man, I'm not gonna get this right. But well, basically that it was American Telephone and Telegraph Company.
Huh.
But what their like initials would be, the acronym for them. It was AT&T.
Oh.
Yeah. And so AT&T was a monopoly until like 1994 when the U.S. there was a lawsuit. It was an antitrust case. The U.S. government versus AT&T, and the court decided that they had to break up.
Oh yeah.
They had a monopoly. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that where Verizon came from?
Yep. So I'd heard something about that before, but reading all about the history, that was really crazy. And so they split them into. They let AT&T keep some stuff, and their long distance calling service, but all the local calls was broken up into 7 different companies in 7 different regions.
No!
What'd you do?
A creeper blew up half my fence.
Come
on.
But see, they got broken up into 7 different pieces.
Yeah.
But then some pieces got bigger and started buying other pieces. And
Verizon's a pretty big
And so
one.
yeah, like three of them became Verizon, and the other maybe it ended up being more than seven, maybe it's like nine. But all the other ones are now AT&T again.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's pretty much AT&T or Verizon's what everyone picks.
Yep.
They're a pretty
And
big
but so
monopoly.
now and now you have like Sprint and T-Mobile trying to get in there, I guess. But yeah, so now they're almost as big as they were before. It's funny how they got broken up and then merged all back together again, mostly. But now there's enough competition between Verizon and the other guys that it's not a monopoly anymore. But, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a really cool thing about.
What? There's some things that's like I guess you could say like in some ways Amazon could be a monopoly. I mean,
Yeah,
not fully, but yeah, they have competition. But
yeah, they sort of are though. And then it gets complicated with all the different, markets they operate in and how they have, like, streaming services and all these other things and, advertising and data tracking and,
same for Microsoft.
yeah, and Google.
Yeah, Google's. I don't know if the case gone anywhere, but weren't they getting sued or
I
something over that
don't,
stuff?
I don't
I
know.
think they were
That
getting
sounds,
monopoly lawsuits.
oh yeah, antitrust.
Yeah, something like that.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
A couple months ago, I think it was on. A couple months
Mm,
ago, it was on the news.
cool.
And it hasn't gone anywhere, I don't think. It's probably just paid off the people to not say anything. But they're not a monopoly in that way. They were going after them and for the monopoly things too. There's other options. They're just the best.
Yeah.
Like you can use Microsoft Edge if you want to, you just don't want to.
Oh God. I read something interesting. There's some survey thing that's it's not really a survey, a study that said generally people when you look at what internet browser they use at work,
Yeah,
generally people who use Microsoft Edge
yeah,
are not as I think they might have phrased it differently, but it sort of boiled down to not as smart as people who use other browsers.
huh?
And it's not because the other browsers are better than Edge, but it's because the other type of person thought like, oh, I'll download the browser I want, or this one's better, so I'm going to use this. But the people who use Edge, there's very few people who like prefer Edge. Most of
Yeah,
the people who kept Edge on their computer are like, well, this is what was here. I'll use that. You know?
yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Most people only use Edge to download Chrome.
Right, right.
That's
Yeah,
all I ever use it for.
one of my coworkers uses Edge.
It works better at school because we got our email that links to Edge because it's Outlook. Oh,
Oh
obviously not
yeah,
Microsoft.
that's funny because yeah, at work I have we we have a parts email where it's parts at
Yeah,
floridajet.com. And and then I have my own personal email, sawyerj at floridajet.com.
yeah,
But we both we access them through Outlook, and the other two guys use the Outlook app, but one of them also uses Edge, and then I use Outlook in browser on Chrome.
Yeah, that's what I usually use. Just would be easier probably to use Edge for that.
It probably would, but my the one guy I work with one guy Lewis. So there's three of us in parts, and
Yeah.
one guy Lewis, he's like 45 probably,
Yeah.
and he's smart, but he's not that much of a tech guy. And then the
Yeah.
other guy Andrew, he's like 35 and he's into computers and stuff. But he often says that he just had to switch to the browser Outlook because the email wasn't showing up or something.
Yeah. Oh, good old Microsoft. Oh, Ryan's dog's got a friend. It's a skeleton.
That's
God,
fine.
Ryan's whole family is creepy. His Minecraft family.
So you don't see any armorers, do you?
I haven't really been looking, but I haven't seen any.
So today I sold 5 lamps.
Yeah.
They kind of look like fluorescent, like tube lamps, but they're about uh, less than an inch in diameter. You know, like a quarter inch. They're like really thin and like 2 feet long.
Yeah.
And I don't know where they go in a plane, but I sold 5 of them for like $2,250.
Jeez. Anything that goes on a plane is
It's
just crazy
ridiculously
expensive.
expensive. Yep. And all of it has documentation with it that says it's good enough to go in an airplane.
I'll be right back. Oh, sorry, what were you saying again?
Um,
Anything that goes on a plane is real expensive.
oh yeah, just I said oh, it all has documents with it saying it's good enough to go on an airplane.
Oh, they're paying for those documents.
Yeah, that's definitely part of it.
I guess every plane part has to be precisely made perfect. 'Cause you don't want a plane
Yeah.
going down because
Right.
of a bad part.
But then, all the time we have some stuff that doesn't have documents,
Yeah.
and because like our boss bought a bunch of stuff from a place that was going out of business,
Yeah.
and so we know where it came from and we know it's good, but it doesn't have documents. But when our biggest customer for Florida Jet parts is Florida Jet Center, who does all the repairs, and so
Yeah.
we're like we're technically different companies, you know, but we're not. But we still make them pay for it. And but it's pretty cool if somebody brings their plane in to Florida Jet Center to be repaired, then they'll have to pay if they need like a new you know, engine diagnostic unit put in. They'll have to pay. They'll have to pay whatever. I have no idea how much mechanics make or how long it would take to change an EDU. That's just an example. Let's say they have to pay like $600 in labor, and Florida Jet Center has to buy the EDU from parts. So we sell Center the EDU, and then Center sells it to the customer and puts it in. But it's pretty good money making scheme, if you ask me.
Just take all the money. Money.
But it's a little bit like, imagine if you were in like a getting your car fixed, you know, at a shop, and then they're like, yeah, well, you're gonna need a new you know what? You're gonna need new tie rods.
Spark tube.
And new spark tube. And so then it's like there's another business in the same business. When the first guy, the mechanic, is like, all right, well, I need a new spark tube. How much can I get that for? And the other guy's like, who works for like the same company, sort of, is like, I'll sell you a spark tube for $2,000. And then he buys it, and then then the mechanic has to sell it to you for $2,500, and then put it in.
It's a scheme to make money. Just marking up parts.
Yeah, but they people can buy their own parts, but there's a 15% charge if you do that.
So either way, you're gonna get the fee.
Yeah, but like if you want your plane fixed, you know, you could go somewhere else if you think you'll end up saving more money, but
yeah.
But yeah, so we have some stuff without documents, but the mechanics know what can and can't be used without it, and you know what they'll do is, like, if you have an O-ring that doesn't have its cert.
Yeah.
Can you imagine such a thing, an O-ring without a government cert? Well, it's not a government cert, but the manufacturer's certification that says
How dare you sell that O-ring without it?
But yeah, so they'll say, "Oh, that's fine. I'll just put it on there," and then, you know, then they can't bill them for it because they don't have the documents. But then they can add its price into the like consumables charge.
Huh. I guess that works out.
Craziest thing I've seen for how expensive it was it's called a placard, which is basically like a like you might like a, you know, a plaque, like a plaque at a monument or something that's like nice and gold and engraved. That's what a placard sort of means, like a smaller one, but in reality it's just a sticker, and it says like, toilet must be serviced at, and it has some intervals on it or some information about toilet servicing. I don't know where in the plane it goes or what, but it's a sticker like the size of the palm of your hand or smaller, and it was $100.
Holy crap!
Yeah, and that was like, or you know, maybe it was even 200. I don't know. It was 2 months ago. But that was the craziest thing for me.
Airplane sticker making business.
Yeah, right.
I forgot that all my dogs were out in the field.
You know, it seems like good business is the airplane part repair business.
Yeah.
Those repair stations could make a lot of money. And you know, every time we got a part out for repair, like it can take forever, and they can charge a crazy amount, but they're probably the only ones who still repair that part.
Yeah, so you don't have an option.
And then like then some big companies like Honeywell. Well, not just anyone can send parts into Honeywell. You got to be a special company to do that. But
Oh
so
yeah.
we have to send our part to corporate jet support, and then corporate jet support can send it to Honeywell. And of course they mark up whatever Honeywell does by 15%.
Of
Um,
course they do.
but I mean that's how people send things to Honeywell. So that's just the way it is. But so yeah, we send it to corporate jet support. They send it to Honeywell. The part's out there for 4 months. Hasn't even been evaluated yet.
Oh my
For
god.
repair. And then the guy from corporate jet support is actually a really nice guy. But he tells us that Honeywell no longer repairs this dash number because it's like I don't remember at all, but it's like 74928 dash 4, and there might also be a dash 3 and a dash 5 and a dash 6. But so he says for this dash number, they no longer repair it, only test.
And then they send it back after months.
Right. Yeah, so they can test it and tell you if it's working or not.
That's stupid.
Yeah. But
I think if you
and
sent
then
it in,
and
it's
I
usually broken.
and I, and I think he says well, sometimes you don't know and you actually do need it tested. But yeah, most of the time you just need it repaired. But I'm pretty sure he said that the flat overhaul fee is still the same for the test, and so it's like $7,000 to get it tested.
Holy crap.
Yep, and if it fails, then it's like, well, sorry, your part failed. We're gonna red tag it, and now it's illegal if you were to put it on an airplane.
Oh my god. Do you have like
Wait.
5
What?
torches?
Yes.
I want to put my dogs in there, but I don't want to put it in a mob area.
Here.
Oh. Ooh, 15. Fancy.
We had one guy call us,
Yeah.
or no, he emailed us, and he said, "Do you guys have any serviceable?" Which serviceable just means really working. It doesn't need to be repaired or overhauled. It doesn't
Yeah.
need any tags, or it doesn't need any like certifications. As long as you can have a tag on it that says what plane it came off, and then it wasn't like in an accident. Then that's good. But said any serviceable CVRs, which is a cockpit voice recorder.
Yeah.
And then he says, uh, we we had a FDR, which is a flight data recorder, that we had to send in for repair, and due to a mix-up, we sent out the CVR instead. And now they want more money for it than I think it's worth to repair it.
Oh my god.
So the CVR was working fine for all this guy knew. It might not have been perfect, but like it was good enough to be on the plane. It wasn't illegal. It's fine. But accidentally gets sent out, and then the repair station says, "Oh yeah, this is all screwed up. So we're gonna need this much," and it's more than he thinks it was worth. And if he doesn't do
More
that, then they're
torches?
gonna then they're gonna red tag it if he doesn't pay to repair it.
Oh my gosh. Why is it so dark in our town?
It was
I
Darktown.
thought we had it all lit up. I'm gonna use these. I'll put a couple more. You might want to work on a little bit of lighting, because I don't want villagers to die.
I did a little bit.
I guess we've just built different things and had to take some torches out. Over by my house, it's Torch Valley. There's a torch every 4 blocks.
Mm.
But just open field over here. fix my roof. Now that I
Your
added
roof.
the dog, and now that I added the dog structure, I'm gonna have to redesign the roof.
Dog structure.
Yeah, remember the one I was building last time?
No.
I don't know about you then. Thinking about making teams of dogs. Like, each team has like 5 or 6 dogs, and each team has a different color. And I take a team out every time I go out to somewhere that's safe. Different team every time. And Carl will go as the leader of every team.
That means Carl's the most likely to get killed in action.
Maybe not then. Maybe I'll pick a different leader of each team. Maybe Carl will just be the president of the teams. He can just sit in his office all day on his throne. Because I am actually going to build him a throne. Maybe even a little office. Maybe King and Queen will get the thrones back.
Yeah.
You know, crap, where are my cats? They must be in my house, actually. My other house. I don't like to live in this house over here. But I like to have it as a dog area, maybe as my main place I put all my stuff and do everything at. I'll just sleep with the villagers in my other house in town.
That's right. I remember this now.
I'm probably gonna change the front one to stone eventually, and I feel like it.
And this is for villagers, you said?
Sure, these are villagers. Look how many dogs are in my... I only have 40 dogs in the house that I have to make pens for. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. Maybe there'll be my main team.
Landon, weren't you supposed to be in charge of Quiet Town down here? Quieton? Looks like you got some wall and fox
That happened
pen
literally.
issues.
That happened literally the last time we were on. I actually forgot about that.
I don't think so.
What are we calling that town?
Quieton?
Sure, I'll call that Quieton.
I don't know. I just made that up. I don't know.
We'll call that Quieton.
Yeah, it's like Quiet Town, but Quieton.
I like this little town. We should definitely keep this little town down here. That's a lot calmer. Doesn't have the huge apartment complexes. I might expand it back into the woods a little more and add a few more houses in.
Yeah, keep them nice and spaced and.
They'll have big yards and stuff. Just a few more houses in here. Maybe I could even fence it as its own village. Have a few of my own villagers
Fenced-in?
there. Fenced in.
They're like fenced in.
That's what you call you then.
What?
You should be blocked in. Because you're blocked in by your apartment buildings.
That's pretty good, blocked in. or maybe at least blocked in square. I don't know.
We really had to come up with a name for the city. And my animals, I don't know if I ever want to move. They might just want to stay there. They can just be in the middle of Blockton. The cows, sheep, and pigs. I'm thinking Quietton's borders somewhere like right here-ish and goes like around this house's edge. Just like
Oh,
this edge of the
well,
town, maybe.
I don't think you should build a, I don't think you should build a fence there.
Not, no, I'm not gonna build a
But
fence, but
for administrative purposes, yes, I think that's fine.
because then you can have whatever this area is over here, and I can have my house in the village. Maybe I could even build a little town hall, little town hut. I don't know.
Well, I might build a town in quiet, a town. I might build a town in Quietton. I might build a house in Quietton. Um, Nothing too complicated, nice and simple, just like a 8-story luxury tower sort of thing.
Uh, Anything above 0 stories has been banned.
Well, we'll see about that. I got a few connections.
Why do I feel like us two mayors are about to get at war?
I don't know why you feel that.
It's the
Oh,
war
Brandon,
of the 20s.
come look what else I did here. So yeah, I had it blocked in from the top, and it was blocked in here,
Yeah.
and from this door. And so I thought what you might, and I had the windows blocked, of course, because there are blocks here. But I thought what you might try to do is do this.
Oh,
But so I had this blocked, and I was hoping you'd forget those windows were there.
oh my god. I love that room though.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, to have the little room with the villager can sleep in.
Yep. Yep, I mean, it was pretty, what's the word? Well, it just made sense at the time, since I was doing multi-story buildings and a lot of rooms were set into the ground. When one was actually set into the ground next to a pond, you know, putting windows out there was pretty
Yeah, that'd be
obvious.
cool.
Yeah.
That is cool. Did you know I owned a dog?
What?
Do you know I own a dog?
No.
Plus 39.
Really?
Got the front row in.
Nice.
I thought having a fence, they could still talk to each other, but they have their own area.
You know, if I was one of those animal rights people, I might say it's a sort of a small area. But yeah, 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 it looks good.
I'll give them a luxury palace each.
Um,
We might run out
I
of
mean,
space.
PETA says every dog should have a its own dog house, approximately the size of this structure here.
I don't know about PETA.
Yeah, you should put up a sign that says no water bucketing. Imagine,
That will just attract water bucketers.
imagine a water bucket makes them all stand up and then they teleport to you.
No, I should put a sign up that says "Welcome to Quietton, the town where water bucketing is banned."
I think you're right though. That might just
'Cause I'll probably take the animals over here. And I don't want you screwing with those either.
but no, I think you're right. That might just provoke water bucketers.
Yeah, there's a reason I'm not.
You know, people who water bucket You know, they have no respect for society to begin with. So, I like how there's a lightning rod under the leaves of a tree.
I'm just waiting for a fire to happen.
Oh, that's life.
That's the
What can you
next
do?
wildfire that happens in this town. I think that last fire happened from my stupidity.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that pretty well, actually.
I feel kind of mean putting my dogs in stalls. But I might actually, I'm thinking I'm gonna be able to give them all names. Uh, and put
Mm.
fences in front of their, maybe slowly
That's a
collect
lot of
name
name
tags
tags.
over 100 years. But put fences in front of their each stall to say their name at least. If I can't get name
Yeah.
tags.
But, you know, then the next problem is, or challenge, how are you going to think of that many names?
Hmm. Hmm. I don't like you anymore. You point out too many bad spots.
Too many bad spots. Bad spots in your plan. In your
Yeah,
plans.
my plans that are awful plans.
What do you think about,
No, that's what I think.
do you know what an aqueduct is?
No, I don't think so.
You know what aqua is?
A water brand.
Yeah,
Water,
you know
or
what,
whatever.
yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah, well, an aqueduct. You know what a duct is?
A thing that takes air.
Well, not just air, but yeah, like a sort of container, kind of,
Yeah.
to transport something. Well, not container though, but you know, a vessel. But yeah, an aqueduct is basically a river made out of stone, sometimes 20 feet in the air or more.
Huh.
Well, there's really cool. The Romans had a lot of them that carried water long ways away. And so it's like a pipeline, but you know it's made out of stone. But so it would have like supports like bridges. You know, like every however many feet you had another pillar come down. But on top, instead of there being a bridge, it was like you know a flat area with things on each side, and you basically have a river rushing down it.
Huh.
But then it would also barely drop. Like every mile, it would drop like 100 feet or whatever the like minimum drop was to keep the water flowing. But it was like barely going down, so it could run for a really long way and then bring water wherever they needed it.
Huh.
Yeah, and so it'd probably end up looking like trash in Minecraft, but the idea just occurred to me. And
Minecraft
I
did look
don't,
like trash.
what?
In Minecraft, I think it looked like trash.
Probably. And I don't want to build one around here or anything, but pretty
Maybe you could
crazy
go back to
idea.
abandoned town upon Conway.
Abandonton.
Abandoned.
Wow, what a name.
Traitor. Quietton upon the Conway. We have to keep upon the Conway in.
But there's,
Because it'll be Quietton, so it's calm.
yeah, but we already had a Conway.
Yeah, we have to have Parmesan upon the Conway. Uh, Silverstone Dale upon Conway?
No, it was Windy Way.
Windy Way.
Yeah, and I don't know if there's a Dale in that one. I think it was just Silverstone.
I don't. Um, I don't know.
Or,
Maybe we'll just
or
have to
was
go
it?
back to the town
Or
that we
was it?
abandoned and
Was
see.
it? Well, it'd be nice if we could see if we actually put it on a sign anywhere, but I doubt we did.
I'm sure we did somewhere. You just have to, log on to it
I
and see.
I definitely didn't. I guess it's possible you did, but I don't. Or was it Silverstone Dale Townton? Stun.
Silverstone Dale upon the Conwayston. I doubt it was that.
Windy Way.
I doubt it was just called Windy Way, but maybe.
Mhm. All right. How about so what would you name this river, assuming that Conway was taken?
Hectic Way.
Okay, that's interesting, but
Because it's something to do with your town.
What do you mean?
Because it goes through your town.
Yeah, but it's got one more
Because your
medium
town's
size.
hectic.
It's got yeah, but it calms out near the edge, and then it's got a 2 block drop, and then right as it reaches Quieten, and then it's very quiet. The quiet way. Quieten upon the quiet way.
Oh my god.
Most of these names are based on how British people, how the English name stuff, and
Yeah.
and some names in Lord of the Rings. None of them are directly from it, but they have like one of their rivers in that is called the Loudwater.
Interesting.
Isn't that a great name, Loudwater?
Yeah.
Because like it's just describing the water in like a really simple way, but I think it sounds like a real name too, the Loudwater.
It does.
And I think Conway is kind of like that too. That was pretty good. I think Windy Way was a good description of that river, but I don't like the way it sounds as much. But yeah, one of my favorites. I'm sure I've told you this. One of my favorites in Lord of the Rings is a Hobbit. Well, it's a Hobbit town. There's two of them. One of them is a Hobbit town, and so it's called Hobbiton.
Yeah.
And the another one, it's this town, and it's by the water, so it's called Bywater.
Yeah, you did tell me this. Yeah,
Yeah,
Bywater.
but they're good though.
They are. They're interesting, but they're good. I mean, basic, but they're good.
But especially when you're making up places like in like Lord of the Rings or something, I think it's easy to try too hard and like that it doesn't sound real. Like if you had to make up a town name, but it's
Yeah.
like simple stuff that is real. It's like Fairport or something, Oh, this is looking pretty good.
I just gotta fix the front of that one over
You
here.
know, I've heard that Spencer's original town name was Pumpkin Hook.
What?
Yes.
I heard that you're a liar.
No, I really heard that Pumpkin Hook.
Sure you did. Pumpkin hook. Huh. How long ago would that been? A long
Um,
time ago, I'm sure.
let's see. It must have been founded in the
I think it was 1800s?
yeah, because there was like people in the area a long time, but um, I'm sure it like broke off from a bigger something informed its I don't know. It must have been like 1810. That'd be my guess.
I think, yeah, both Aaron and Benetton. Aaron, what? Spencer and Benetton were formed, I think, in 1800s. Pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it must be early 1800s.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know when the name changed, but I have heard that Pumpkin Hook was the original name.
It's an interesting town name.
Yeah, I think it's more
Hey, you want to go down to
interesting
Pumpkin
than
Hook for the?
Spencer.
You want to go down to Pumpkin Hook for the carnival?
Yeah, right.
That is
So
interesting.
Yeah, oh, the Pumpkin Hook Carnival.
That is a lot more interesting of a name.
Yeah, or the Pumpkin Hook Picnic. Sounds a lot better than the Spencer Picnic, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Zombie on a roof in Quieten.
In Quieten!
I've got him.
Thank goodness. I don't like those things. They're, zombie-like.
That's for sure. That's for true.
Do you have, ridiculous amount of cobblestone? Not ridiculous. Any
Yeah.
house? Like a stack? Or more?
Please, sir, don't come in. Oh yeah, I do have a bit. Yeah. Sir.
Whoops. I don't have a pickaxe, so you're fixing it. Well, all my stuff is floating in midair, so I don't have a pickaxe right now. I'm gonna go find my...
Wait, here's some more.
Wow! I still. Holy crap. Holy. Probably shouldn't have a random campfire in town.
Here, I ran out, but I found some more in your house.
I had some there.
I'm just 28.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I mine.
Necessarily ask for your life savings of it.
No, well, I haven't gone through all my inventory, but I've got 5 stacks here.
Whoa.
6. I'm going to need a lot for smelting. The Lord's work, as they say.
Hard time believing I'm out of iron. I know I went mining fairly recently.
I've never seen you go mining in my life.
Yeah, I went mining like once. A little
In your
bit
life?
before. Yeah. It was like a tiny bit before we stopped playing. And I have I'm gonna have to borrow an iron. I have 2, I just need 1.
You got coal? I'll trade you.
I'll check. Hey, there's an imposter at the door. And I don't have a sword either. I'm falling apart in Minecraft. I have a diamond, but I don't have swords or anything.
Oh yeah, I owed you that diamond.
Oh boy. Get away from me, creep. Get out of my house, you imposter. There you go, he's dead. I have an almost broken sword. That'll work for a little bit. I do have a little bit of coal. I have yours.
Alright, that's it. You know what it's time for.
For stuff.
I've been screwing around in this game for too long.
What are you gonna do? Place a block of dirt?
I like the way you think, kid, but no, I've
7 coal.
got what?
7 coal. That's
Oh.
what I got to trade. I got some
fair
more,
enough.
but I don't want to give all of my coal.
How much more you got?
Like 1 block, which is I'm also the farmer, so I cook all the food. So I
Alright,
need that.
that's fair.
I need to go
Fair
mining.
enough.
Whoa. That'll keep me farming for a while. Speaking of farming, I'm out of food. That's embarrassing.
I have some food.
Now I'm harvesting
Good.
carrots. Just making an industrial dog park. So I've been busy.
The military industrial dog park.
Oh my god.
Have you heard that term?
No.
The military industrial complex.
No.
That's like a term for a group of like companies and systems in the U.S. government.
Huh.
Like, when they talk about like why some companies made so much money when the U.S. went to war with war in the Middle East, invaded Afghanistan, like the yeah, it's like the military industrial complex is a term used to describe. But yeah, so then that's a common term. But so military industrial dog park is pretty
Oh my
funny.
God. Oh my god. I need to improve the remaining houses we have to this village really badly.
Town improvements, you say?
I'm gonna need a budget of $15 billion to fix the 5 houses. Definitely
You
not
know
gonna
what?
take half that money and run to the other
I'll
town.
give you how much you say? 15?
15 trillion.
Okay. Well, tell you what, kid.
What?
I'll give you 2 million. You're gonna do all these houses.
I'll do every house in the world. Okay, I'll fix every house. I just had to fence in my gardens because I think the villagers have been harvesting them. Do we have a farmer somewhere?
Yep, at least one.
Okay, I need the fences in because he's gonna go crazy over my crops when he finds them. Fence in the carrots, need gates. My to-do list is longer than
God.
is bigger than Trump's wall that doesn't exist. Than Trump's wall that already existed that he just improved. And pretended he built a new wall. I need every wheat seed this town has.
I'll check my stocks.
Because I'm still short like 20 plants.
No, I have... Oh, I have 33.
That'll finish this off.
Now this wasn't what we originally agreed upon.
Well, that's not part of the... I'm over here. By your house. That's not part of the capital improvement project. The capital improvement project is the housing. Farming is separate. The farms have
Very
already been
good.
improved. I just still need more money from you. Just need to milk you
Very
for
good.
more money.
Well, you know, as I'm sure you've heard, this town will pay anything to get the job done right.
And that's what you're not paying for. You're paying to get the job done wrong. Do we have a composter somewhere in this town?
We must, because there's a farmer.
Oh yeah,
Not
it's
in
just in the
here.
breeding hut. How do you make a composter?
I don't remember.
I need... Seven slabs? You don't have... Oh, you have 6 slabs, of course.
I have stone slabs. Wait,
It
wood
has to be
slabs?
wood.
Oh,
yeah,
here's
no,
the
you
wood.
have 13 wood. Those, I'll just take just what I need for compost. Yeah, all that money that you gave me is definitely not going to get spent on improving Quietston Dale.
Oh, okay, you're gonna use it on you're gonna use it on drugs, aren't you?
No, I'm using it to invest in no, really. I'm just using it to invest in my town's drug infrastructure.
Guess I can't argue with that.
The infrastructure's been pretty bad for that, so I thought I'd help it out. I'm giving every drug producer in my town a $5 million starting budget. A budget to help them.
Nice.
I mean, just everybody wants more drug dealers, so. Sure, that's all you hear from everyone you know. They're just asking for more drug dealers.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, let's start working on converting that front part to stone.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh.
No.
So Pat and Rich are coming back to, well, they're at Kristen's now, and they will probably be here tomorrow or Friday.
Wow.
Back. Well, what?
Wow. So I had to say that.
So Kristen is in North Carolina,
Yeah.
and actually that's like, that's about halfway. So actually, I guess they would have to stay overnight, because they can't drive too much. They stayed overnight on the way down.
Yeah.
So they to go halfway, they split that in half.
So you do the
But
trip
yeah,
in four quarters.
so I guess they'll stop on the second leg of the trip here too. But so I guess since they haven't left today, she would have told me if they left. So I guess they will be getting her. Well, she said by the end of the week, and then I didn't know if it'd be tomorrow or Friday. But since she didn't seem like she left today, probably gonna be Friday.
I think your mom said that she thought it was going to be Friday. They got home.
Yeah, well, I'm not really looking forward to it. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sweet having the house to myself. But
Yeah,
I've,
you've
I've
had
got
it
it
to yourself for
mostly
like a month
clean.
and a half.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I've got it mostly clean, but I still run the squad.
Ooh. Are you walking somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're cutting out.
Yeah, I just had to walk to Walmart real quick.
Oh yeah, no, not that bad.
Yeah,
Obviously.
it's been awesome though.
That has to be
Yep, I
nice.
got a TV in the living room, and this is since football started. And I'm playing fantasy football with which is something you do with like 10 people. One of the pilots at work, actually the chief pilot, Luke, he said he had a bunch of friends of a fantasy league, and they needed one more guy this year, and asked me if I wanted to do it, and I
Huh.
did. I haven't played fantasy in a few years, but it's so much fun, and now I'm really excited about the NFL. They've played every team's played one game so far. It was this last weekend. But so I was watching one game on the living room TV and then one game on my TV on the table in the living room. You know, I had two on at the same time.
Yeah.
And watching other scores on my phone is awesome.
Wow. That is the perfect setup.
Yeah. Yeah, and coming home and, eating whatever I want, get pizza or, anything else. Because normally, Pat is like, she's pretty overbearing. But she, like, makes dinner, like, every night, which is nice. But, then, but, usually when I come home, I might not want to eat. I don't really like being on a schedule to eat. I might want to wait till later. But it's nice when she makes dinner, but all the time she's like, well, I don't think I'm going to make it tomorrow. I don't really feel like it. She says that like all the time. It'd be fine if she didn't, but she almost always does.
Yeah.
And then when she doesn't, she says, like, okay, everybody's on their own, but she made Rich a sandwich, and then, like, she left out for me 3 different types of breads and, like, 4 different sandwich meats, like turkey and roast beef, and then, like, mustard and 2 different kinds of cheese and mayonnaise. And she's like, oh, you can help yourself, sir,
Uh.
but obviously,
You're cutting out again.
yeah, walk in the kitchen. Obviously, I don't need any of that. I can make myself like a peanut butter and jelly for all I care,
Yeah. It's way too overbearing.
Yeah, I've been playing my guitar in the living room loudly.
Just loud enough so your neighbors don't actually call the cops, right?
Right.
It's like the 5th time a phantom's knocked me off the roof. Well, that's it. You're dying, buddy. Ah, you're dead. Ah, it felt good to kill that one. No more driving me insane. There's 10 other ones that drive me insane. Since it's raining, you pecker.
I just warmed up cinnamon twists from Domino's.
Ooh,
Domino's.
My dad got Domino's for his lunch at work because they gave everyone a free pizza. And he gave me and Ryan 2 leftover slices. Reminds me
Why'd
how
they give everyone a free pizza?
apparently it's clean. Are you kidding me? Let's go to sleep.
Alright.
Even though it's day.
It was a what?
It was Staff Appreciation Week, so they gave him pizza today with a full 2-liter of Pepsi, and they also are letting them leave 2 hours early tomorrow. Paid
Cool.
time. That's the best they've come up with for their appreciation. They don't give them a bonus or anything. They just give them like a $10 lunch and 2 hours of time off, which is nice.
But it's for all the employees, right?
It's just for the cleaners. They have apparently different appreciation weeks.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, altogether they have a lot of employees, of course. But so it's really all about like how nice it seems.
Yeah.
For how much money you spend. Like if you got like $150 cash or whatever, that'd be pretty cool. But if you got like free pizza one day and then you got to leave early the next day, and yeah, it might seem like more.
But the college, the overhead of the college, of course, didn't make that decision. It's my dad's boss that made the decision to give them extra. So, of course, you can't give the president of the college or anything credit for it. Because his boss is the one that found a way to make it happen.
And what's his boss's title or position?
I think he's just... I don't know his exact position, but I think he's just the supervisor. I don't know, main supervisor. He just sits in his office all day and reads conspiracy theories. I'm sure my dad still do that.
Oh, yeah.
COVID isn't real. COVID was made by African prince or something. One of those people.
Why can't I eat bone meal?
I don't think it tastes very good, even if you could. Did we sleep?
Yeah.
So we slept and it still stayed raining. Really?
Oh no, I thought you said can you?
Oh, I thought okay. Yeah, let's
You don't sleep. Yeah, no, you said let's sleep, and then you said it's day, so I didn't.
Why is there... Oh, nope, the rain stopped the second I walked over there. Stopping. Maybe not. Maybe you can't sleep in a rainstorm. It has to be thunder. I think it's only in thunderstorms or at night.
I guess that makes sense.
No. No, it does not. You're telling me I can't physically sleep during day?
Yeah.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. School is very interesting this year.
Oh yeah.
So they have half the teachers doing like 15 jobs. Apparently Miss Nash resigned like 2 weeks before school started. They had absolutely no time to get a living environment teacher. So Miss Missile is teaching living environment and her normal classes. Chemistry and stuff. And a bunch of other teachers are doing like 5 jobs.
Well, I always thought those teachers didn't do enough jobs.
Well, now instead of the teachers having like 2 periods a day to not do to plan and stuff, they have -0 periods a day.
-0.
Yep, -0. That makes sense. And I lost a stack of cobblestone fence because it despawned for it. When I just saw it and then it despawned.
Hmm.
Any more gates? Dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's start with 5. You go in that pen. I think the wood fence is probably less cruel. Oh my god, you phantoms! Now my dog's trying to kill it. Me versus phantoms. Who do you think you'll win? The phantoms.
Mm-hmm. What about Carl versus Phantoms?
I wouldn't dare to put him to that.
Does that mean you'd say Phantoms?
Yeah, probably.
What about Carl versus one Phantom?
I wouldn't put him to that. I wouldn't put him near any enemy.
What about Carl versus a pig?
Obviously, Carl. He loves pork chops.
What about Carl versus 20 pigs?
That one's a hard one. I don't know. Carl might just become friends with them.
Which obviously is a victory for the pigs. So.
Because they don't have to go in my freezer if he becomes friends with them. Obviously, if Carl decides that someone's his friend, they don't go in my freezer. But if anyone else decides that they go in my freezer. I'm missing a dog, I feel. Yep, yeah, you're over there, dum-dum.
Give it back.
No, you won't. No.
What's all this then?
This, then this.
Was this an Enderman or did you do this?
What?
There's a dirt block in my house with the grass on top.
I don't have anything in Silk Touch. That's obviously an Enderman. I have been over into animals and the dogs.
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, I was thinking you could just, bone meal the dirt block, but that wouldn't work, would it?
No.
Yeah, okay. I guess it wasn't Enderman. You were off the hook.
You've got a molester in your house, then. You're not
At
off
least
the
he
hook,
was
then.
in my house. I'm searching the premises. Premisi.
He's stalking you. No.
I was just watching a video, not just, but earlier, called What is America? Or Where is America? I think that was it. And yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Huh.
And it talked about the first usage of the word America was on a map made by a German guy. After
America!
You know who first discovered the Americas for Europe? We have a day named after him.
Wait, Christopher Columbus?
Yeah. And, you know, a lot of people say discovered is the wrong word because there were millions of people living here.
Yeah.
But, yeah, but he definitely discovered it for Europe. And it definitely changed the history of the course of world events. Changed the world. But he discovered it first, and then second was Amerigo Vespucci. And the German guy used his name and put it on the Americas. Amerigo to America. And so he wrote it just the whole continent, North and South America. He just wrote America on it on a really early map. But that name stuck. But it's interesting. They talk about how the whole English-speaking world just uses America to refer to the United States. But,
yeah.
you know, in South America, they call the whole continent America. And unless you say the United States, when you say America, you're talking about the whole continent, or, you know.
Yeah.
But America basically co-opted the name. The United States did. But it's something you never even think about when you're from America.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's like so America was named after Amerigo Vespucci instead of Columbus, and he had to settle for and then they go through all the stuff named after Columbus, but they do it like really quick. It's like he had to settle for the name of the capital because he was District of Columbia, British province, British Columbia, another country, the country of Columbia, and a bunch of other towns and cities, and it points like 11 cities on the map named Columbia or Columbus, and a federal holiday. So the real question is, what should I do?
Absolutely nothing.
Harvest the crops? Is that what you said?
No. You will be banned from the city. Permanently.
Permanently?
Yes. I need to plant those potatoes. Or maybe those potatoes need to plant me.
Listen to this song. What did you think?
Thought it was a video.
No, it was a song.
Yeah, I know.
What did you think of the song?
It's interesting.
Could you tell what he was saying?
Not very clearly.
Oh, he said, I wanna see some naked dudes. That's why I built this pool.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's Blink-182. That is why I built this pool, though.
A lot of my dogs were really injured from that time we were screwing around last time.
Oh, you mean World War II?
Yeah. I almost started World War II about that. But I've literally went through 50 pieces of meat and I'm like halfway through my dogs and they're just so injured. I'm taking the whole town's meat supply.
Oh, boy.
We're pretty much out of meat and our animals have been harvested. Our animals have been...
Well, you know, we hoped it wouldn't come to this, but we're gonna have to harvest the dogs. It's like what we talked about.
Wait, what? I'm harvesting dogs to feed the dogs? What?
No, to feed the people.
We have like 10 stacks of carrots. We're fine. We're not desperate.
Alright, well, we're not rabbits, alright? That's only gonna last, what, a week? Maybe less?
We've got wheat, which we can make breads, cakes.
Alright, we're not cows. We don't eat wheat. Okay, we need some good
You
meat.
can make wheat into breads and other things.
We need good meat, you know, like a dog.
Then go hunt it. You can also go fish.
Hunt a dog? Okay, well.
Not a dog.
I know a place that they're all caged up. It should be pretty easy.
Oh my gosh. I am using rotten flesh
there's
supply.
this guy, like, did you take my rotten flesh?
No.
Because as you were saying that, I just noticed I was putting 5, you took it.
I didn't take your
You
rotten
did.
flesh.
Yeah. How many you have?
20.
I was just putting away rotten flesh and noticed there's none in the chest I keep it in. And there's an empty spot in the chest where I keep it in.
Huh.
So you're saying if I murdered you right now, I would only find 20?
No, you'd find them in my dog's stomachs.
Well, I'm gonna have to murder them and perform an autopsy.
You're gonna have a lot of autopsies in that case.
There's this guy, I really like. He's a hunting guy.
Yeah.
I might have told you about him before. His name's Steve Ranella.
No, I don't think you did.
And he wrote a few books. One's about the American buffalo and what happened to them. Because I think they're nearly extinct. Or extinct, I don't remember. No, we still have buffalo. They're nearly extinct, though. Because, there's like mass hunting. Buffalo. But there used to be like thousands and thousands of them across the Midwest. And we like decimated the population.
Yeah.
Hunting them way too hard. But he wrote a book on that, and then he has some other books called Meat Eater. Or his show. He has a show called Meat Eater, and he wrote some more books about hunting and preparing wild game. Yeah. He's a really interesting guy. Something he says is that he loves hunting on public lands, like federal or state lands.
Yeah.
And he says that that's something that is like inherently American, because in Europe there's a lot less space. People had been living there thousands of years and developed a lot. Because there were people living in the Americas too, but they were sort of usually like hunter and gatherers and not quite hunters and gatherers, but smaller communities. Kind of tribal. Yeah. They didn't have like big sprawling cities and stuff and railroads. But so Europe kind of had run out of room, and so only rich people owned land, and only rich people hunted on their land. But in America, there's so much room that poor people have been hunting as part of how they survived. Everybody hunted. But yeah, so he says hunting is like inherently American, and he loves hunting on state and federal lands, and like they don't have those in Europe to hunt on. But something he says is that I think is really cool. He says he feels like the left is trying to take his guns away, and the right is trying to take his land away.
Yeah.
Because usually people on the right would rather than the government controlling this land and keeping it a park or something, they'd rather a business be able to buy it and get the coal out of it or whatever.
Yeah.
Use the timber on it. But he this is why I thought of him. Speaking of eating dogs, he's eaten all sorts of things, hunted and eaten all sorts of things. And he was on vacation once in Vietnam where they eat dog.
Wow.
And since he had eaten so much, he's eaten just about everything. He felt like he had to try it.
I couldn't.
Right, and so, and he says he ate it twice, like once he was there like 2 weeks, once at the beginning, once at the end, I think he said. And people ask him all the time what it tasted like, and he says he can't even remember. All he remembers is the whole time he felt hot and like really uncomfortable and guilty, and he couldn't even like focus on the taste.
Yeah, that's something that a lot of people would probably feel.
Yeah. And he said he also ate a mountain lion because it's a similar thing. He's eaten so much, and so many people have asked him what mountain lion tastes like, and he had never tried one. But so he had to.
Dog, I don't feel like.
He had to try. No, but he had to try it just to have an answer, and it's not very good. But but that won't stop me.
Yeah. Hey, you can have the disgusting taste. It's fine.
Yeah, something else interesting I heard him talk about is one thing is how he doesn't think kids know enough about the wildlife in their area.
Yeah.
And you know, because kids know almost nothing about young kids about, they won't know about squirrels and bears, mountain lions, well, maybe bears, but muskrats or like whatever animals live around people. But instead, they're more likely to know about
What?
is like African animals, like elephants, giraffes, lions, basically stuff in Disney movies.
Yeah.
There's something else interesting. I thought he said he took his he has like two kids, a son and a daughter, and
Yeah.
his daughter is like 8 or something, 10 maybe, I forget. But he took her hunting. They
Yeah.
were duck hunting, and so they were out at like 4:30 a.m. on the side of a lake. It's like freezing cold and damp, and they're sitting in a like a bush with a blind, which is like a fake bush screen thing,
Yeah.
and they're just like sitting there silently in the dark and wet and freezing cold, and waiting for like sun to break and all the ducks to come, and just sitting there silently, so the ducks don't know they're there, obviously. But he was saying that his daughter was having a terrible time and she hated it. And he was saying how it felt like he tries not to raise his kids differently, like the boy differently than the girl, But he said she's complaining about how cold she is. If that was my son, I would have said shh. And like that would be it. They're just like basically tell him shut up. We're gonna stay here. But
Yeah.
like his daughter was crying, and he's like, oh man, he felt so bad, and he's like, oh now she's all cold, and he ended up just taking her back home. I thought it was interesting though, because to a young like boy, it's a lot easier to say like shut the hell up. You're gonna suffer through it, kid. You know.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to tell that to a little girl.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so the council just finished reviewing the proposed river changes.
Yes. I didn't even know we had a proposed other than the thing that you blocked.
You haven't been keeping up with the council?
Not very well.
Everybody's been talking about this for weeks.
Well,
Oh my
I'm on a
god.
different console. Console that no one's on.
Well, the path of the river has been marked out with a smooth stone.
Yeah, you're funny. Ha, ha, ha. You're just hilarious. This isn't even in your town, sir.
So if you take a look here, you might notice that it comes sweeping in this way, and it heads out through this back wall here. You see over here, right? But if you look out the window, it actually sort of horseshoes around there, and it comes back in over here. So. So yeah, nothing's final yet, but that's the proposed route.
That's invading another town's land.
Well, we got the. This is all being done in conjunction with the federal government. I should remind you. That's right, the feds.
If this plan goes any farther, I'm gonna declare war.
Well, there's no need for anything like that, sir. We live in a democratic society. But I probably should warn you that construction has started.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Now, I want to assure you, it will be wider than this. This is just a, sort of preliminary sketch out of the... Let's see,
yeah. I understand.
Right, I figured.
I understand what you're talking about.
We might as well take this down a few blocks around here.
I declare war on this. Civil war.
What?
Sure. Oh boy. Hey, don't you die me.
I was trying to hit you down there. Okay, the river project is on hold for now.
I declare war.
Well, I'm gonna hit you with this cooked cod.
Ow! You're more than welcome to have more down here on this side of, whatever town.
Well, a recent geologic survey of the area indicates that the whole region could flood if we mess with the river down past this point here, so...
Have they told you that this is the best looking tree that we have?
That actually did come up, yeah.
That's very similar to what our power company does. That's what NICEAG did on Park Hill. It just like cut trees like that. They just cut like half the tree off.
Nice.
They would take they literally on a few trees cut all the branches off and just left just the tree there. Ow. Dogs. We must prepare. Wait, one of the dogs is missing. Okay, dogs. We must prepare for war. We will be dropping a nuclear warhead on no one tomorrow. Prepare for war.
I don't like the sound of that.
What? How are you? Did you bug my house?
Did you bug mine?
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you can hear me talking aloud to myself about what I'm hearing from your bug house.
Yeah. That's exactly how it is.
Well, if you declared war, I've got bad news for you.
Oh, well, hold on.
War it is.
What the heck happened to my TV? Oh, wait, what TV? Oh, there we Ah!
Only two got out. Look, this is actually pretty waterproof, look.
It take like 20 minutes to get them all in. Like an hour to get them all in. Oh my god. Maybe we should deal with the Civil War matter the next time we get on. You're gonna drown that dog. You're gonna drown the dogs doing that. Oh no! They're teleporting. What time?
What?
What time is it?
11:30.
I should probably get off.
Hope your dog doesn't fall down there. Yeah, I probably should too.
Yeah, let's get off. Let's deal with Civil War. The not so Civil War.
Well, put your dogs back first.
I'm not doing that.
It's only two.
No, there's like 4 more over here. No, you stop!
I'm helping.
Oh. This is where I get annoyed. Where they get stuck against the fence wall.
Why is it? Look how this water's flowing. It keeps not flowing.
It flows straight down to the hole. We'll just do that. Why will my dogs not follow? Yeah, no. These guys can just get done next time. But I do not want to get up with a dog standing up, so it glitches at half the time. Yeah, I probably should just get off. Yeah, I gotta get up at 6:30.
Jeez. I don't have to get up till 8:20.
Lazy.
Yeah, well, what time do you get home?
4.
Yeah, I get home at like 6:30 or 7.
Get home at 4, and then I usually do something until like 8.
Wish I could do something until like 8.
Like work-wise.
Hey, look at this.
Hey, nuts.
Oh, look, isn't that nice? It's a tree.
Yeah. It's not nice nicer dogs.
It's only getting the ones that are already out.
Yeah, this is actually a good system for the dogs. Against you're breaking one
Oh,
of
look
the,
at that.
that's cool.
That
We need to do that, but somehow control it so the water's not all over our town.
yeah. Make it like a tree fountain. Fountain tree.
Another way where Minecraft's not realistic. Don't think the tree would live very long under the water.
Oh yeah, then how do you explain kelp? Are you saying that kelp is not a tree?
No. Yes. Wait. Whatever I'm saying. Yeah.
Alright, well...
Don't you tell me
I
no.
should be able to play tomorrow.
You better be able to. I don't know if I will. Sure.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, also Thursday night football should be on.
So maybe not tomorrow. What about I don't know when they get there, but maybe Friday? Or Saturday?
Yeah, I think they'll be here, and I think I
Sunday?
have to go play poker Friday.
Or Sunday, or Monday, or Tuesday, or Wednesday, or Friday, or Thursday, or whatever day?
The weekend should be good.
The weekend.
Sounds like a musical artist.
Sure. Yeah, I really need to get off.
Alright,
See ya.
see you later.